Hi, welcome to another episode of Hot Takes. Anna Sarwar was in Edinburgh and he was at the Fringe, and it was at one of these meet and greets and chats, and he discusses things. He was talking about the future of the Scottish Labour Party. And he said, and I suppose he's probably right, that they're going to go flat out to win and they want an absolute majority. Probably not going to get one, but I understand why they're going to go and fight and they want it. And he was asked, if you don't get an absolute majority, but you can form a government by taking on someone else, say the Lib Dems or something, would you enter into a coalition? And he says, no, there is no way. He said, no way will Labour form a coalition. They will run a minority government. They will discuss, they will maybe arrange for certain things to be done, but it will be informal. It won't be a formal coalition. He says that way lies madness. He says that if they come out as a majority, all's good. He says if not, they'll form a Labour minority government, as I said, but they don't want to be accountable to another smaller party. He says one only has to look at the way the little green tail wagged the big yellow dog, and he doesn't want to be involved with anything like that. Now, there is that saying, of course, that a week is a long time in politics. Well, 18 months is an absolute epoch, isn't it? It's glacial time. We're talking geographical time here. And there's no guarantee he'll even be leader in 18 months. Let's face it. I mean, he probably will, but he won't definitely will, you know. I mean, he probably definitely will, but nobody knows for sure whether he definitely will or not. Probably. But assuming he is, there's no guarantee that he won't go in to a coalition, especially if it's very tight, especially if there is a minority government, but only just, and he will need to get a lot of things through. So he probably will go on and take some formal agreement, probably with the Lib Dems. I don't think anyone will touch the Greens. The Greens, of course, are toxic. They don't want to be seen anywhere near the Greens. Although it's also likely, of course, that the Greens will have about turned, and instead of having those towering political geniuses as Lorna Slater and the imp, you're going to end up with someone amazingly worse, and you wonder how it's possible. But it would be, of course, Maggot Chapman and Gross Rhea. Can you imagine going into a coalition with those two? Someone who wants to do appalling things to children and someone who still is a child. It would be the worst move the Labour Party could ever do. I mean, seriously, ever. So anyway, he says his first action is to unite the party. He says the second is to lead it into the election. He says the third is to present to the people of Scotland our view, and then to win. All very laudable. Of course, he's got one little problem, hasn't he? There's a Labour government at Westminster, and everyone can see what a Labour government is like. And I think by the time the next election comes, no one will actually want to vote Labour. This could give the SNP a chance. Isn't that frightening? Now, all I will say at this point is reform. Get your ass into Scotland now. Push, 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 push. Next, every chance you get, every election that comes up, every by-election, every council election, anything. Get in, push, push, push. Make your presence known. Give people an alternative. Give Labour voters an alternative that isn't the SNP. Hopefully, we can get them out and skittle them both out. But there we go. We won't know. It's a long way away. As I say, a week's a long time. We're talking 18 months. Let me know what you think, and I'll speak soon. Bye.